friends, it's Tetzel speaking with the Dragonslayer mode for Strength Wars. So there's been a lot of confusion as to how the Strength Wars League actually works, and I really can see why. We did explain the points, we did explain how you get points, 2 points by winning and completing the parkour, 1 point by just winning, or 1 point by just completing the parkour even if you lose. So I think that's pretty much clear. And at the end of the videos you get the table, so everybody knows where everybody is standing. There have been some severe mistakes, I apologize for that, we're working on that. We're working with different editors right now, and yeah, sometimes there just appears to be some confusion among them as well, so we gotta fix that, I know, but bear with us, we will get better, we will get more professional as the league goes on. And of course guys, we hear ya. But first of all, you got to understand one thing. When you're, for example, suggesting a certain battle underneath the video in the comments, we are usually posting, and we will post all the videos of one battle day, of one league day, one after the other. So usually we will have around 6 to 8 battles in one day. So that's one parkour for all the athletes. So, for example, you got Patrick Baboumian, the Anabolic Horse, Faceless, Thomas Farber, John Gomez, you got myself, Noro, and everybody. We are all participating in the league and we all have to go through one parkour. So that's obviously to make it comparable. We tried it out with 2 different parkours on the same league day. We kind of failed a little bit there, you saw it. One parkour was a little bit too easy, the other one was very hard, so kind of to find the balance there is relatively hard. So now we strictly stick to one parkour for every athlete so that there's no confusion and nobody's like, well, these guys earned their points easier and those guys had it harder. That obviously happened already, but we are getting better as the league continues. This is our first season, bear that in mind, so no professional sport has ever been perfect in the first season. There's always things you've got to adjust, things you've got to make better as time progresses, of course. So what do we have? We have a table, and it's a league, but not in the traditional sense like the Bundesliga in Germany or any other soccer league, but we've got a ladder system. So in the first episode, which we shot in Rostock, you probably remember, I fought the Anabolic Horse, we had Patrick Baboumian against Koray. I just had to pop up the table again, so I can talk about that in a second. We had Thomas Farber battling it out, so I don't remember all the matchups right now, but the matchups seem to some of you like, wow, this is kind of unfair. But we had to draw some lots, you know, you gotta start somewhere. You got this pool of athletes, you got amazing guys. And of course you got to start somewhere. Everybody's fresh, everybody was a newcomer to the league. We had 0 points, 0 battles, so of course you had to start somewhere. So we tried to see, okay, well, we draw lots, we put out the battles. And obviously some of the battles were not as even matched as some others were. For example, my battle against the Anabolic Horse, who's fucking great athlete, and I really don't know how I even got so close to staying up with him. Was very close, but of course some things are not as evenly matched. So that's just how it goes when you start off the league. So now we get some battles, we got some league days already in the pocket, and we have more points. So the ladder is stretching out because some people have more points, and we will always stay within a certain point range with the battles. So for example, if we get somebody like the Faceless, who had 2 battles and 2 victories and also beat both parkours, he got 4 points. And for example, Maxi Luber, he did 2 battles and he didn't win, so of course he doesn't have any points, and he didn't finish the parkour, so he has 0 points. So of course he's not fighting against the Faceless, but the Faceless is fighting those guys who are in range of his points. That means, for example, Thomas Farber, Patrick Baboumian, or the Anabolic Horse. Those guys are very close with the points. They all have 3, 4 or 5 or 6 points, so that's the same range. So you could say, like in the ladder, like 2 places above, 2 places below somebody's placing, there is the next challenger for him. So for example, the first guy cannot say, okay, well, I want to have my next 2 points, so I'm battling somebody who's obviously much worth in the league, who's much further down in the league. So for example, yeah, Faceless doesn't just say, okay, well, who seems to be easily beatable? Oh, Tetzel is an easy opponent, let's battle Tetzel. No, that doesn't work, my friend. He knows that, obviously. Okay, so what about the newcomers? Most of the time we had new competitors in the league, so they of course battle it out. They have 0 points, 0 battles, so they have to start somewhere and either fight somebody who also has 0 points or fight the other newcomer if there are any. So what do we have? We got Killian, who did 1 battle. We got Maxi, who did 2 battles. I actually have to correct that in my table right now. We have Koray, Pavel Shanda, Noro, we got Iron Mike, Hannes Drescher, we get Matej, this new young talent from Czech Republic. Wow, this guy is just crazy, 18 years old, absolute beast. Pascal the Rottweiler, we got myself, Romano Rengel, we got the Anabolic Horse, Baboomian, Faceless, Thomas Faber, and of course the African Rhino, John Gomez. And in the last league day we also had 2 new competitors, so it's staying fresh and interesting, my friends. And we had crazy battles. I will spoil the parkour of the 4th league day for you right now. So this is the parkour. I think you can know that's no problem because you don't know the battles yet, but stay with us guys. It's gonna be crazy, it's gonna be awesome. So the 4th day parkour was 180 kilogram squats for 10 reps. We had 200 kilogram deadlifts for 10 reps, 10 pull-ups with 20 kilogram added weight. After all that, we go for 130 bench press for 15 reps. After that, front hold with a kettlebell for 30 seconds, 20 kilogram. And just to finish it off, yeah, like in a good strongman event, the last thing you do is the loading race, and we just do it in 9 minutes because we're kind of crazy. We got a 70 kilogram CAC, 90 kilogram CAC, 100 kilogram sandbag, followed by an Atlas stone of 80 kilogram and an 110 kilogram Atlas stone. All this within 9 minutes, and I can tell you we had a lot of sweat, blood, tears running down our cheeks. It was a crazy battle day. I'm looking so much forward to seeing the battles myself, even though I participated and was of course part of the whole event. So absolutely crazy. So if you're watching this right now, and it's the beginning of August, at the 13th of August we're gonna battle it out in Göttingen, which is in the center of Germany. So if you got some spare time on the 13th of August, it's a Sunday, we're gonna start to battle it out. So you're all invited to come to visit, to watch this spectacle, to be part of the Strength Wars experience. And I hope this little video cleared up some of the confusion regarding the league. It will continue till December, where we're gonna have a little tourney of the top 8 competitors. So we got a lot of competitors, but only the top 8 will battle it out in December. I don't know if we already decided where it's gonna be. Maybe Berlin, I'm not quite sure yet. So, but we will let you know. We will let you guys know where it is, so you can watch, you can come and support the athletes. Obviously, you also can support us by buying the merchandise. Just check the link in my description. You're gonna go to the Gods Rage page. There's some of my merchandise, but also on the page that's like the overhead page, like the GN page, you can find all the Strength Wars merchandise, the tank tops, the new t-shirts, some really looking fucking awesome. So if you want to support Strength Wars, just do that. Okay guys, this is it. I hope, as I said, it clears things up a little bit. See you next time on Strength Wars League or on my channel, usually in German. I hope you bear with me and could understand what I was trying to get across. Dragonslayer mode. See you next time. Goodbye.